The first thing they're going to see is my legs.
That's alright.
So that says waiting for escape. Ah, there we go. That is a stunning piece of wood. I would have never thought in a million years that would have ended up coming out. Don't even see it very well because it's so shiny, the light's reflecting off of it. But I took that bit. So this is the project. I'm calling it my prehistoric bowl, as you can see from the title. The reason being is because it's old, chunky and rough around the edges, just like me. So, sticky and horrible. So yes, so yeah, nothing else to say really. It's failed. No good. So I'll see you guys next week. Fresh new project, one that works. And take care. Speak to you soon, and bye for now. Hello, we got there eventually. Thank you very much, Dale. You are a star. Thanks for jumping in there and giving me a hand. I don't know what went on. Don't know what it was. I think YouTube had a glitch. But anyway, we're here. We're here now. So today, thank you so much to everybody for coming over, and thank you everybody yesterday for coming over and watching my live on the virtual craft festival. Like I said, just I was a little bit nervous, but we sort of knocked it out of the park, and it came out really well. Came out really, really well, and I'm really pleased how it's come out. So, thank you to everybody for coming over and being patient with us. We had to change the link to start with because we had a few issues, and then for some reason it went live straight away. But anyway, we're here now. Let's get it sorted. So what we'll do is we'll just go through the chat and see who's in the chat. I haven't got who was in first, or have I? Hang on, guys, a lot of people here because obviously we had to change chat. So I'm just going to read them out. We've got Dale, Mark, the gentleman wood turner. Then we've got Dale, Maple Tree Studios, the hero of the hour. Mike Dutch Turner, Robbo Robson.
Steve, you've missed Phil Clements.
Right, do you want to read them out then? Because I ain't got the whole chat.
I haven't got the whole chat either because I was on and that's gone.
All right, well, you just read them out then, and then I'll get started.
Oh, sugar. I've just pressed something just a minute. Oh,
Technology.
no, I've lost it now.
Oh, Jesus. Anyway, I'll read them as I've got them.
Sorry.
So, Mark, Dale, Mike the Dutch Turner. Then we had Robbo Robson and Colin from Wood Wizardry by Colin. Jay from Wooden Things AU. Shay from BB Turning. Let's have a look down here. Tommy Dunn. Hi, Tommy. Just trying to scroll through. Colin. Hi, Colin. Phil Clements. Hi, Phil. I think. Let's have a look. Scroll through. There's a lot of chat going on in the Hodgepodge Woodworks. Hi, how are you, Hodgepodge? I'm not sure your name. I've got it written on my list. Let me just check. The famous list, which is getting ever bigger. Hodgepodge is Robert. Hi, Robert. Doug from Pole Barn. Hi, Doug. Hi, Mike. Midnight Joker. Let's have a look. I think. Oh, hi, Amy. How are you? Hope you've recovered after your late night last night. I think that's about it. Oh, John, PhD, or PBH, shall I say? Sorry.
Did you say Maker 238?
No, I haven't seen one. That's Ryan, isn't it? Make
Yeah.
it 238. Ryan. Hi, Ryan.
Jappy,
Jappy, I haven't got that. I haven't got down to the bottom yet, so.
Woodden. Ian Leonard, you got loads coming on.
I know. I can't
Wayne
keep up.
Bigfoot.
Hi, Wayne and Valerie. Hope you're well. Hi, Jappy. Hi, Ian. Hi, Ryan. So anyway, what I'm doing.
Anyone you've missed.
Yeah, and everybody who I've missed, I welcome. I'm a little bit flustered now because we've had this tech issue, so I'll calm down and we'll get on with it. So, what I'm doing today, I have a piece of beech that I've put a force and a bit, as always, in there. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to burn it. Burn it. So, the plan is to obviously shape it, burn it, and then we'll clean out the burnt grain. And then we're going to stick in some gill cream in the grain to hopefully enhance the grain out. That's the plan. So what I'm going to do is going to make a start on it. If you've got any questions, as always, put question in front of your question, and then my lovely wife, who's gurgling on the other speaker or on the other mic, will tell me what the question is. And
Dale, edible flowers for Nikki.
So I'll make a start on this. Nice steady turn, no rush. I ain't going to rush around like I was yesterday.
Don't you be too long, you're taking me out.
I know. I've got to wash the car first, so don't get too
Sod
excited.
the car, you can do that tomorrow.
So first things first, actually, I'm going to actually round it off because it's not very round.
Rubber Dubs put hashtag fire extinguisher for Nikki. So I'm in a different room.
Yeah, she's in the other part of the workshop. So I'm just going to round this off because it's not very round.
Coffee, Mark, not tea. Don't do tea. We've already had a donation from Dale.
Oh, Dale, you shouldn't have done. Thank you, Dale. You shouldn't have done, but thank you very much.
I'm not quite sure what that's supposed to be.
What's that? That's
The
a picture.
picture.
It looked like it's either a pear or a funny-looking chicken. One of the two. So I'm just going to clean this up because it's not very true. Then we'll get our mortars in the bottom. Get it marked up. Get the centre found. That's about there somewhere. So we'll mark that. With a standard like we always do. I could get this bit prep ready, couldn't I? So it's all ready to go. So I hope everybody's recovered after the long day yesterday. I had to, unfortunately, well, not unfortunately, I was invited to go to a live demo last night by Dr. Bob or Richard Elliott. He invited me to go and watch. I'll find out how it was. Cindy. Can't remember the lady's name. Cindy Dureza. I was invited by Dr. Bob to participate in one of her lives. So I took the opportunity, and she's a very, very talented lady. That's all I'm going to say. She did 2 inlay boxes. She's a very good teacher. I've got to stop talking while I'm turning because I'm getting a mouthful. She's a very good teacher. Explains absolutely everything down to the last detail. Very talented lady indeed. And I was there until I think I left before it finished because I was absolutely exhausted. I think I left about 9:30 time. But they actually started at 6. But it was very good indeed. And I thank you. Sorry.
A lot of people are commenting on she's got heck of a camera set up and her
Yeah.
finials or something else.
Oh man, she's amazing, absolutely amazing. And like you say, everything she does is all for demonstration purposes because with the drawing she's got like scale drawings that she was showing people that's what she's going to do, and they all come up on the back because obviously she's on green screen, so and it's so clear and so precise, really well laid out, really well presented, and it was a great pleasure to watch it, to be honest. It was nice, and I learned a lot. I really did learn a lot. So now I want to do an inlay pot now.
Right, Ben from Warfall, I can't pronounce that name. He said, "Can you show him the bowl from yesterday finished?"
Yeah, of course I will.
And do that towards the end. And we've got another question. Just got to find it. Darren's asked, "What RPM are you using at the minute?"
I am using just over 1,000, about 1,075. So nothing too major, but enough to.
Dutch said you missed an epic Yorkshire Grit versus Axe battle.
Oh, did I? Who did that?
See if it comes up.
I hope Andy got sorted. I know he's having a few tech issues. I hope he got sorted out. I want to go back and watch Andy's.
Barry said, "Can anyone tell why his name's highlighted in orange in the chat?" Don't know. It's not on ours. On my
When?
chat, you're not in orange.
Don't know. Could be something that you. Oh, helps if I take the mortars out, don't it?
Barry, Mark's just said that's when someone tags you.
Yeah. Yeah, so it was a long day, but a very good day yesterday. I was just ashamed that I'd agreed already to go on this live demo with Cindy last night before I was asked to go on to the Makers Festival. If not, I wouldn't have done them on the same day. But it don't matter. It's done now, so.
There was such a whip.
Thank you, darling. You just like it because you had peace and quiet all day.
Mm-hmm.
Right, so that's the basic shape we're going to get. Just a basic bowl shape, nothing flash, Nothing fancy.
Why do you sometimes wear your turning jacket and sometimes not? Does it? Because
It's warm
the
in here
wood
today.
don't stick to it so much.
No, wood all sticks to it, but it's a bit warm in here today. So this is the one I turned yesterday. Don't know if you can really see it. So
Dutch said you would have been a fool to turn Cindy down, Steve.
yeah, definitely, she's a very talented woman. So that's the one I did yesterday. But what I've done this morning, I've done the one that we sprayed, obviously to crackle, to show you guys how it crackled. I've given that. I've noticed that with the one we did yesterday, because I give it 4 coats of the glitter or the hologram lacquer, it's gone a misty colour. It's not quite the perfect colour. So what I've done is I've given this one 2, if you can see it, and I'm going to then turn the middle out and then give it all with a clear lacquer. And then the one that we blacked with the ebonizing colour, I've now done that green. And again, I've done that with the holographic. I don't know if you can really see that on the. Oh yeah, you can just about see that with the. So I've done that again with the hologram paint. But again, I'm going to do the same with this, scallop it out, and then I'm going to coat the whole thing with a satin clear coat. So I've got 3 different pieces there, all from yesterday. So they won't get thrown away. They will be used. So
You've had a donation from Rubber Dub, says congratulations on the virtual craft fair.
thank you very much, Steve.
Mark said he missed his earworm partner though. Nikki just saying.
I did try, Mark. Right, so let's get this sanded up. Because I'm going to torch it, I'm just going to sand up to 240.
Hodgepodge is going to have a go at the crackle stuff.
Yeah, you should do. It's a really good effect. And like I said, I found that if you can leave the base coat around about an hour, the crackle goes better. If you leave it, you can leave it up to 24 hours. It says on the paint, but I found if it's touch dry but still moist underneath, the crackle effect is better. So
Wooden says looks outstanding.
thank you.
Amy says they're awesome.
Thank you very much.
Ben Jamin has come on. Never heard of
Okay.
him before.
No, new one. Thank you very much.
Colin said that's cool. John PBH said that he's noticed that Ed Oliver's selling those sprays now.
Oh, is he?
Yep. Mark says looks great.
They will eventually be on sale for on my Etsy store. So, but if anybody's interested in one, then give me a shout and we'll see what we can do.
Yv Woodshed said they're cheaper from Graf City.
Yeah, I don't know.
Ed Oliver.
They're not a cheap paint, but there's quite a lot in a. I mean, I've now done with the brown or golden brown, whatever it's called, bronze brown. I've now done 4 bowls of it, and there's still plenty in the tin. I mean, they do last quite a way. You don't use that much, to be honest.
BB Turnham's off. He said, I'll see you later.
Okay, thanks for coming over, Shay. I'm not going to actually torch the middle, I don't think. I think I'm just going to torch the outer edge. Actually, I don't think I'm going to take it much higher than that. If I'm going to torch it, it seems a bit pointless, doesn't it, really? Just being beach. So, let's go on this one. And let's burn it. Wish me luck. I'm going to try and burn it on the grain, with the grain, shall I say, not on the grain. And obviously, the more we burn it, the more that I'll take the grain out. Is Dale still in the chat?
Don't know. Darren says soak it in metho first, then we see some real flames, lol. Robbo's put burn baby burn. And John said, no, don't burn it, it will scream.
I can hear it screaming.
Why did you want to know if Dale was still in the chat?
Just that he's got a live today, and I wanted him to stick his link in the chat.
Could Mark not do it?
Yeah, I would imagine so. Yeah, Dale's going live at 4 o'clock today, guys, to finish the piece he did yesterday. So make sure you go and check him out. And if you haven't subscribed to Dale, subscribe to him because he's so close to getting his 1,000 subs.
Glenn's on.
Sorry?
Glenn's on, sorry.
Hi, Glenn. How you doing? Right, so I want to brush now. Cool, that stink.
Mm-hmm.
Man. So I'm going to use a bronze brush to turn the extraction on, I think. So I'm going to use a bronze brush and I'm going to go the way of the grain and we're going to try and clean out the burn of the grain.
Mark's just put Dale's link on.
Thank you very much, Mark. So like I say, I'm going with the grain to hopefully take out that charcoal in out of the grain. What's Glyn at DFS, is he? There's a few cracks in that bit of wood since I've heated it. Might just heat it a bit too much.
Crack in the bottom. Glenn Senior, no, he does not.
What's that?
You need a blasting cabinet.
Is he trying to get me in trouble, is he? Because of the DFS comment? So just give that another rub over.
John said, Nikki, stop giggling.
Alright, so filthy now. Just blow this out. So now we've got a sort of textured effect. Let's see if I can get an overhead camera and see if you can see it. All these ripples now gives you like a texture. Hands are filthy. So I'm hoping now when we put the gill cream on it, it's gonna bring them in and bring them into a feature. So what we've got to do now is sand and seal it. No, this one. I'm just gonna have a swig of my coffee
Oh, do you need a sink out here? And a toilet?
and a
There you
coffee
go, I can
machine
move it.
and a bed.
Yeah, you can
Right,
move
so
that in.
you know what they're saying about me? Can you hear what she's saying about me? She wants me out. So sand and seal it, which will hold in the colour and stop it. Obviously, as soon as you touch it, getting your hands filthy as well. So give it a nice generous coat of sand and sealer.
Glyn said, bring a piece up with you and we'll bead blast it.
Oh yeah, that sounds like a good idea.
Sorry.
We might be in lockdown before then, mate.
John said, we know you're filthy, we can hear your mind working from here. Oh, dear. Thank you, Amy. It must have been you sanding that made me sneeze.
How does that work? You're in there.
I know, I can still smell it in here. And that's the heavy breathing you can hear is Steve, not me. Sounds like a dirty phone call.
You get a lot of them, do you?
Yeah.
Should have painted that one really, rather than.
Especially from you when you filled the car up with fuel.
Yeah. I must admit, I did have to sit down for a few minutes this morning. So just let that dry a little bit. I'm going to try and get plenty in there because that's really dry and.
Oh.
Tissues are falling apart.
Darren's put next week Steve's turning legs for a bed. Oh, sorry, John. He went, my ears.
Hey,
Mark said I just blew his earphones off. I did cover the mouthpiece.
the mouse.
Mouthpiece. Glyn said they're not in lockdown yet, but they're on the watch list in Scarborough.
Yeah, that's the trouble. We're going to have to keep an eye on it, I think, mate. I think we just have to keep an eye on it, see what happens.
Oh, Barry, my back's a lot better, thank you. Not done anything silly to make it any worse again, so.
She actually listened. Right, let that dry. I've put some good thick coats of that on because I wanted that sealed quite well because obviously we don't want to be, when we're touching it, we don't want to be getting black muck all over our hands. So I'm just going to dry it off with a heat gun. And then what I'll do is I'll go over it. I've got a soft brush. So I'll go over it with a Scotch-Brite just to take any high spots off of it. And then I've got a soft brush. I'll just go over the grain to get any lumpy bits out of the grain before we put our gill cream on. So I'm using just a Scotch-Brite from Chestnut Products.
I was going to buy you a new paintbrush yesterday because I thought,
What, a 6-inch brush?
some jobs need doing.
I've got plenty of paintbrushes.
Well, we may have to find them out.
Actually, don't think I've done that mortar deep enough in there. I might just clean that out a little bit. Actually, I'm going to clean it out because I want the bottom of that natural. So I am going to clean that out. Just a little tiny pass on there with the gouge just to clean it out.
Mark, you are not funny, and it's diesel, not petrol.
What's that?
Mark put, when was the last time you ran out of petrol? I thought it was the van next to me making a funny noise, and then I actually realised it was the car I was in.
What can I say?
Land Rovers for you.
Well, no, it don't help when you're driving them when the petrol light's on.
Where was she supposed to drive me, Muppet? Amy said, "Where are we going out for the evening, Steve?"
Um,
It won't be just the two of us. We'll no doubt have to take girls with us.
yeah. I might go see the Queen. I know that she's at home this weekend.
She ain't got no food.
Well, I'm sure they can find her something.
Going out for food.
Go see her and Prince Philip. See what they got hanging out. What's going down?
Collins put hashtag paintbrush for Steve.
So let's just give that a little bit more.
I've got. Where have I? Rubber Dove said, "I've got plenty of paintbrushes." Don't say that, Steve. Simon Walks, come on.
Hi Simon, how you doing, sir? So let's just blow that out.
John said, "Steve, if you've got plenty of paintbrushes, why aren't you painting then? See, in trouble again."
Because I'm doing a live, that's why I'm not painting.
Baz is on. Real Simple Things.
Hi Bears. Right, so I've got a soft brush here. It's just like a real soft bristle. I buy these in a set of 3. You get a wire one, this one, and the copper one, or the brass one. Sorry, you get them all for about £3 or £4 a pack, which are absolutely good, really good for this, just to take any rough bits out. What's a bit of colouring on there? Really, it's a bit bitty. I might see if I can put a bit of black on there first. Do you reckon? Just looks really patchy, doesn't it? Let's put a little bit of black gilt cream on there first, or shall I say ebonising, just to try and get the black back on it.
Yeah, I like that new hashtag, Rubber Dub.
What's that?
Freshly painted walls for Nikki.
Oh, God. See, they're always on at me, always.
I know, but our bedroom is awful. That really needs a clean coat, a nice fresh coat of
But
paint.
when you're sleeping, you got your eyes closed.
I know,
You
but
got there in the dark. You get up in the dark.
you make me go to my room every night so you can have the telly to yourself.
Yeah, right. They all know different to that.
Abused, I am abused. I wish. So if I have to go and sleep, but I still like to be able to have a light on and see the walls, and they're horrible. I went to the paint shop yesterday, got loads of lovely colours.
Yeah, well, you should have got some, didn't you? I'll lend you a paintbrush to put it on.
I could have put it on your account.
Right, so there's the black. That looks better now with a bit of black on it. So what I'm going to use, what do we reckon? I'm going to put this into the vote of the audience. Well, it might be a wrong decision. Gold or silver, because I've done a lot of silver just lately. So I'm going to put it into the hands of the audience. Gold or silver, decision's yours. While you're deciding, I'm going to drink my coffee.
Douglas Mungham has come on. Hello, Douglas.
Hi, Douglas. How you doing?
Come on, we want.
Yeah, just paint the bedroom ceiling. I like that one.
No, shush.
I like your thinking,
shush,
Darren.
Shush.
John's got a thing about purple. I think every time I give a choice, John always wants purple. Is that his feminine side coming out, do you think?
Colin from Wood Wizardry said, "That's where I went wrong. I didn't sand and seal after I burnt. Oops, beginner mistake."
Yeah, you need to sand and seal it, because if not, as soon as you touch it, you're just going to get covered in the stuff. What I will do quickly, while we're waiting for that, waiting for the pole, I'll just seal that middle bit, because that weren't sealed.
Glenn's put, "Welcome to my world, Steve." Well, actually, it'd be a good, deal breaker. You going there, him coming here, bit painting.
You want Glenn
What do you
painting
reckon,
for
Glenn?
you? You want Glenn painting for you, do you? It'd be alright for the skirtings.
Got step ladders. As long as he does the glossing.
Oh, I'll just drop that.
That just put hashtag sofa for Joe. Darren, no, we're not just painting the ceiling. That's gone like really funny. It keeps jumping up.
Right, have we chosen colour then? I think gold is
Right,
the...
we've got gold. Amy's put hashtag extension for Nikki. Oh, I ain't even going there, Amy. Gold, gold, purple, gold, 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 gold. I think some of them want gold. What
Yeah,
you reckon?
I think we'll do gold for a change, to be honest.
Have you done gold before, haven't you?
I'm fed up of silver. Everything I've done lately has been silver.
Ben's, but you could put some posters of your favourite band. I'm too old for that, mate.
Who's put that?
Ben.
Band? Is Glenn Miller still alive? Can't get the sticky thing off here now. That's a brand new bottle
Jigwood Turnan's
from
on.
Chestnuts. Chestnut product Guild Cream.
Are you listening?
Sorry.
Colin Izzard.
Yeah.
We've got a gentleman called Johns. Not heard them before. Jigwood Turnan. Steve Blinkhorn.
Thank you very much for coming over, guys.
Gold for a change.
See what Glenn's put.
Oh, wait a minute, I ain't got that far yet. I'm still reading. Wooden said, just do it, Steve. Paint the walls for Nikki. Black and purple. Black and purple go well together.
Right, so this is Chestnuts Guild Cream. Yeah, Guild Cream. So I'm going to use this rather than embellishing wax or embellishing wax. This should do very similar purpose. What's the matter?
What Glyn put.
So let's move this over. I'm going to give this a generous coat of this. Hopefully that's going to fill. And again, I'm not going to do the middle. I want the middle natural. So I'm just going to try and get a nice dollop and rub it in really well. Hopefully that's going to enhance that grain.
Dr. Bob said solution, throw a paint and barbecue party with drinks.
Yeah.
And Rubber Dove said, Steve, just get Nikki a virtual reality headset and she can have any colour wall she wants. Yeah, we're only allowed 6 people in a place at one time, Doug from Pole Barn. Not that I understand that. You can go watch a football match, but you can't have 6 people in your garden. More than 6 people in your garden. Just beyond me.
We don't make the rules.
Hodgepodge.
Go on.
Right, Ben's put, oh man, I knew there was something I needed to order. Just ordered some stuff and forgot Guild Cream and paid postage too. Worst day ever. Hodgepodge put, Steve, don't you want Nikki in the bedroom? No, I don't want him in the bedroom. Glyn's put, will be close to the limit at Yorkshire headquarters then. Robbo said they're not allowed anyone.
Oh, it's getting bad again. Right, so that's the Guild Cream rubbed in.
Well, then you'll laugh because Steve won't just say, I need a new tool. He'll have to give me a full-on explanation as to how a new tool would help him in his life and how it's an investment. And, you know, I get it all the time. It's just...
Who's that? Who are you talking to?
Wooden. He said, just think, Steve, if you paint the walls, when you need a new tool, you can say, do you remember when I painted the walls for you? And yeah, I get a running commentary, don't I, mate, if you want a new tool of why you need it and how much easier it's going to make your life. And
yes, but to be honest, I just order it anyway and tell you when it's here.
yeah. And then I'll go, what's this? And you go, oh, Bert.
Oh, but... Right, so as you can see, getting on with the important things in life. As you can see now, we've rubbed in the Guild Cream. Just give it a couple of minutes to soak in, and then we'll give that a good buffing off.
Doug from Pole Barn said, is that Hampshire Sheen's gold?
No, this is, where is it? This is Chestnuts Guild Cream, Doug. Hampshire Sheems is embellishing wax. which is here. This is the embellishing wax from Hampshire Sheen, and this is the Guild Cream. Guild Cream is a bit thinner. If you look in the pot, obviously this is the Guild Cream. It's very goldy. The Hampshire Sheen is not as deep gold. It's more of a yellowy gold than a gold colour. Still a good product, don't get me wrong, but I like the Hampshire Sheen. But for a change, I thought I'd try the chestnut products. Terry was kind enough to send me a few products to try, and I thought I'd give this a go. I used the Guild Cream when I did the metal looking bowl. I don't know if you guys remember when I did the metal looking bowl that I donated to Scott for his charity, Blue Light Turner. I used the gold and the silver Guild Cream on that because it's easy to put on with a brush, and when I did that effect I wanted to put on with a brush, and it does give you more of a deep goldy look than the Hampshire Sheen embellishing wax. But don't get me wrong, I like them both. I'm not knocking either of them, but I just wanted to try this one.
Right, Douglas has put hashtag paint walls for Nikki. Doug from Pole Barn said, I always wondered how to use it. Rubber said Dublin's under new restrictions too, which is great to be honest. All my work training's cancelled next week due to restrictions on indoor gatherings. Glyn says he used the same approach.
What's that?
That's what you do about
right,
tools.
just buy it.
Robert Dolman says he does it because he cares. Robbo said forgiveness is easier than permission, Nikki. Steve Robbins has come on. Hi, Steve.
Hi, Steve.
John PBH says Nikki, but and then do you get the spaniel eyes? Right. Ben said, do you have to burn it to get this effect? Is there a non-fiery approach?
You could colour it. You could colour it with if it's a piece of ash or something like that with a loose grain. You could colour it to get the black in the grain and then go over it with a Guild Cream. I've done one before where I coloured with the Hampshire Sheen intrinsic colours, and then went over with a gold Guild Cream. Obviously, you won't get a total goldy effect like that because the reason this is so grainy is because the actual wood is textured now. Obviously, you can't see that, but when I feel it, where the softwood was, the fire burnt that out. So then when you brush it, you're getting rid of the loose particles in the shallow parts, and that's what's giving you your texture. You can black it and try it that way, but it's all about trial and error. You know what I mean? I've not been colouring long enough to know everything, and it's all about. Well, I found the best way is just try it. Have an idea in your head, try it. If you don't like it, the worst come to worst, you just get your gouge on it and you take it off. Try again. I did.
Go on, carry on. No, carry on.
I did one piece which I called my blood bowl. I was looking for an absolutely blood red colour that I couldn't get. I really just couldn't get it, and I turned it back 4-5 times. That weren't until Martin from Hampshire Sheen phoned me because I put it on Facebook and that I couldn't get it. Martin was good enough to phone me and he explained to me exactly what to do. And as soon as he said to me what I needed to do, it was obvious that I was just going about it the wrong way. So, it's all about trial and error.
Doug from Pole Barn says his Hampshire Sheen looks like our chestnut products. It's really dark and gold sparkles.
Oh, right. Well, this could be where that's dried up in the... Hang on, let me give it a bit of a mix. Yeah, that is darkening up a little bit, but not quite as dark as the... Where's the camera? There, that is... When you put them side by side, the Guild Cream is definitely more darker. Where's the camera? More darker than the... but don't get me wrong, this still works really well.
Forking Owls is on.
Hello, how are you? I think we've got their name on here, haven't we?
Yeah.
I'd rather...
I think his name is Martin.
Yes, it is Martin. You've got a good memory.
No, someone said hi, Martin. That's why.
Oh, right.
Robbo said Sandblaster.
Yeah, you can do that. Yep.
Glyn Senior said ebonize and lacquer works well.
Yeah.
We've got Mountain View turning. Never heard
Mountain
of
View,
them before.
yeah. No, we've had them on before.
Have we? Okay.
I think they're on the list, to be honest.
Robert Dolman said, what did he tell you?
Try harder. No, joking. No, what I was doing is I was trying to use flame red, ruby red, and orange. I mean, honey, sorry. But obviously, as soon as you mix the orange shirt, you're making it go more of a browny colour. So he said to do several coats of flame red and then one final coat of ruby red to give it the depth. Right, so I'm not going to actually put any wax over this or anything. It's a bit of... It might be on my glove, actually. There's nothing really coming off of that. But I don't want to stick wax in it because I don't want it going white. But what I will do after the live, I'll give it a coat of... just a clear coat of lacquer, satin lacquer, just to seal that in so it don't come on your hands. So I'm going to flip this now and we're going to do the inside.
Touch Turner's off to go and do some turning. He says, looking good, Steve. Laters.
Thank you very much, Mike. Take care. So I'm not going to try and get mega thin out of it. I'm definitely not going to go through the bottom of it. I know you all want to see it, but I'm not going to.
Duncan Polbarn says you need to use fluorescent orange and black and it'll look like a clay. Oh.
Right, let's have a quick drink. So, like I say, I'm going to turn this nice, well, not shallow bowl, but nice flowed bowl. And then we're going to just leave it natural on the inside. I was thinking about doing it black. Actually, I might do it black. We'll see what it looks like when I get it turned out. It might be nice, actually, with the black in the middle. But we'll see. I'll let you guys decide. So I'm going to run at about 1,000 RPM. Just gently take this out.
Darren's put Fernal Club. Fernal Club.
Who put that?
Darren.
Oh, Darren, don't say that.
I think you've got a bit of a reputation there, mate.
What's that?
Glyn said put a black button in the middle where you're going to put punch through. And Douglas put Steve Turner button just in case.
See, you just got no confidence, have you?
Robbo said black centre natural rim. Has Steve already done the button Blue Peter style? Robert said.
I thought you had a little... Oh, do you know what? I thought there was a little bit more trusting than that.
Doug just said he thinks it looks like he's in one of his videos getting hit by the shavens. Darren said, is joining the funnel club better than joining the frequent flyer club?
That I don't know, to be honest.
Hodgepodge said you'll need a plate and goblet with gold gilden to go with this bowl.
Yeah.
Rubber said, will Steve be turning the lamp to go with this shade in today's live?
I don't know. I thought you lot were my friends.
Glyn said, what about the Mile High, Nikki? Lol. Doug put none as good as the Mile High Club. And Amy's put, I believe in you, Steve.
Thanks, Amy. At least one of you does.
Barry's put, Steve's got a drawer full of buttons just in case.
Yeah, I made some earlier. Still loads of meat in there, he says. Right. Let's go for it.
Darren's just said, got my first flyer the other day, still to join the funnel club, been to 1mm. Right, we've got another one on I've not heard of before. Wood Turning by Brandstrup. Robert Dolman said, Steve, we are willing you to succeed. Sid said, I like Robbo's suggestion, black centre, natural rim. Douglas said, Steve, maybe slow down when you get close and no more passes. Wood Wizardry Colin said, depth gauge for Steve.
It's getting thin there now.
Dr. Bob said, you can always put a diamond in the centre like Cindy does.
Yeah. She certainly did. I'm just going to get a scraper on that because I've got a little bit of a hump in the middle there for some reason. I must admit, Dr. Bob, I'm very grateful for the opportunity yesterday. She's a very talented lady for sure. So I'm using a negative rake scraper just to clean the middle out. I've got a little bit of a hump in the middle there. If I put my...
Martin from Forking Owl said, one more pass. Doug said, it's that one more cut that gets you every time. Dr. Bob said, in the hole if you make one. Rubber Dub said, there's still about 40mm in the end of that, Steve.
Yeah, I wish.
Glenn said, you could make the button removable so the customer can decide if they want a bowl or a funnel.
Right, I'm going as far as that. That's as far as I'm going to shut you lot up.
Robert said, just resist one more cut. And Darren said, nah, 2 more passes, lol.
That's as far as I'm going. I ain't going no further. Right, so I'm going to sand this 120. So, are we colouring it? If we're colouring it, then I'll do up to 400. If we're not colouring it, then I'll grit it. What do you think, guys? Let's have a quick vote while I'm sanding on colour or not colour.
Glenn said, you're a wuss, Steve.
I know, Glim. It is quite thin in there, to be honest, because if you listen to it, can you hear that? It's fairly hollow there. It's not really thick, so if I go for another one this week, I'm never going to live it down. Never.
Collins from Wood Wizardry said, what make is that negative rate, Steve?
Robert Sorby, but I ground it myself. It was just a normal scraper, and I ground it myself to make it a negative. Negative rake.
Ben said 3 more colour, 3 more passes, then colour. Some have said colour the centre and leave the rim. Some have said black edge, natural centre. Black, natural rim.
Well, we'll leave it up to you. That's your choice then.
Okay.
That's what I like to hear. A bit of support. Oops.
Have a look. Colour with natural rim. Black embellishing wax on natural wood.
Excuse me.
Glenn put choose your next words carefully, Nikki. Hodgepodge put Nikki chooses painted bedroom walls. Thanks, Amy. I Love Wood Turning is on. Have you ever heard of them before? It said natural with black embellishing wax. Colour centre, natural edge, black centre, textured rim, left natural would look awesome.
Yeah, we can do textured rim.
Doug Miller's got to go. Catch you later.
Thanks, Doug, for coming over.
Thanks, Amy. Someone has to.
What's that?
Nothing.
Right. So they want a bit of texture on the rim, do they?
Yep.
I know, they're a hard crowd, aren't they, to please? They're getting more and more demanding every week. So 500 RPM. Just going to do a basic scroll in here.
Wooden says my wife does all the painting at my house. Never know what colour that I will come home to.
You tried it, didn't you, babe?
I take too long, Steve moans at me.
So what about then, seeing as they can't decide, if I rub some gill cream over the natural wood, that would fill this texture and a slight fill on the grain. I'm talking to you, Nick.
Oh, sorry. Say again.
Put some of that gold gill cream over as it is. Obviously sand and seal at first, and then
Oh, obviously.
that'll fill that texture as well. Then
Yeah, go for it.
shall I do a little bit of texture in the middle as well? Let's do a little bit of texture in the middle.
I'll go for it. Why not?
Oh, you know your enthusiasm overwhelms me.
I think I'm sacked. I don't know if that's aimed at me, Glyn.
What? Because I'm not using Yorkshire grit.
Yeah.
Yorkshire grit. The wood turner's abrasive paste. So let's do.
Douglas has said, Steve, no. Colour centre, natural edge.
All right, coloured centre, natural edge. So I'm just going to put a little bit of a ring around that. Little one in the middle.
Darren put, and now we go through the bottom.
I'm being very I'm being very delicate. Let's put it that way.
Glenn's put, too late for plugs, you traitor. Still got a lot of people saying colour, centre, natural edge.
Yeah, I'm going to do the middle black. I think that's what people
First
want.
ever funnel club entry with a texturing tool. Rubber dub put. Yeah, I think you have to do colour, centre, natural edge, mate.
Right, black it is in the middle then. I'm going to spray it. I'm not going to burn it because I've textured it now. So let's get the spray gun out. Just be careful I don't get it all over the edge, really. Right. Put the extraction on.
Oh, that looks pretty. Ben said the texture tool. I probably said that. Douglas said, question, Steve, how do you use a texture tool?
Just give me a second and I will try and explain it.
Wood Turnham by Brandstrup wants to know, can someone link the gold cream, please?
If you go on Chestnut's website,
Is it
in
just called Chestnut?
Chestnut Products, are you looking for it? Do you want me to see if I can find it?
I was just going to put. How do I don't know how to do a link.
All right, I'll do it.
Oh, what's going on? Yeah, you have to show me how to do a link, so I don't know how to. Mark could perhaps do it. He's not fell asleep.
He's teaching Marley, isn't he? Just give me 1 second and I'll see. Oh, no, not on that one. I'll see if I can find it and stick it in for you.
Glenn's put that I've joined the funnel club with 240 grit paper before, lol.
Really? Oh, yeah, must have been thinning.
Doug from Paul Barn said he's going to burn that funnel into it. Amy put random, but does everyone remember Art Attack?
Heart attack. Man, I used to watch that nearly every night.
That's what Robert said, and Ben. Colin said he's tempted to get a texturing tool.
Go for it.
Rubber said P45 for Nikki. Doug from Paul Barn said Mark must be sleeping, not heard a peep out of him in a while.
Do you know what? When you want something quick,
Yeah, you'll have to show me how to do it, and then
it's never easy to find something quick, is it? Never. Right, here we go. Right, so this link should take you straight to the gilt cream, and all you got to do is pick your colour. Right, so we've got a black. I'm just going to rub a Scotch Brite over that if I can find it. Wherever it's gone. Bench is a mess. No, maybe not. Let's get another one.
Dr. Bob's got to go because his club Zoom meeting is starting.
All right, and thank you, Dr. Bob. Thank you very much for the yesterday as well. And like I said to you yesterday, my offer is there anytime you require it. Right, so I'm just going to rub over here to take any raised grain off of this. Because we're going to have to sand and seal this before we put our gilt cream over it. So that's just took any high spots off it, so it's nice and smooth. So now we're going to sand and seal that. Let's have a look here. So I'm going to give it a coat of sand and seal. I'm going to sand and seal this. Actually, I'm going to quickly just rub a bit of
Right,
sandpaper.
another question. Would Turn by Brandstrup, can we have your name, please? He's asked, is the gilt cream the same as Hampshire Sheen Embellishing Paste Wax?
Yeah, very similar. It's very similar. Um, they're both brilliant, both really good products. They both have their own uses. You mean I wouldn't go over one for the other, but obviously the reason I'm using this one today is because it's just something a bit different. So yes, it's like the embellishing wax. You can use it exactly the same way as the embellishing wax. But like I said earlier, I don't know if you've seen the medieval bowl I did, which was that was the silver and the gold gilt cream. That's what I used on that because you can put that on with a brush, so you can actually sort of paint it on. Where the Hampshire Sheen, I haven't tried. I don't know if you can paint it on. I haven't tried painting it on. That's all I'm going to say. But I don't know. The gilt
Dale's
creams.
on.
Hi Dale. The gilt cream is a bit more goldy gold. You'll see in a moment how gold it is. Actually, I'll just quickly show you now. The Hampshire Sheens are more of a yellowy gold than a gold colour. So, as you can see, this is the Hampshire Sheen. This is the Chestnut's Gilt Cream. Don't get me wrong, this is still good, but I wanted to try this one for a change. So sand and sealer, and what I'm going to do is, because when you sand and seal a colour, the colour comes off on your tissue, I'm going to change tissues to do the outer edge, because I didn't want the black on the outer edge. Just trying to get all in the little gaps. Like that. So just let that dry a little bit. So that's all sealed up now with the sand and sealer. Just blow any trying to keep the texture a bit clean. Really, I should have sand and sealed it first, then textured it. But it's done now, it's too late. So what I will do is, now it's dry, just go over it with the Scotch-Brite again, just to take any high bits off of it. Ready for the gilt cream, or gilt cream, whatever you want to call it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to rub gold in here, and I'm going to rub gold in all over that as well. That should bring out that emblem in the middle there nicely.
John said, Steve, they must be different carrots.
Yeah. Let's just get some gloves.
Mark said he's not asleep, he was turning and watching.
He's a good old boy, Mark. He was a busy man yesterday. He airwormed for nearly everybody yesterday. He was really busy. Bless him.
Wood Turning by Brandstrup said, thank you for the explanation, appreciate it.
You're welcome. That's what we're here for, to help each other. So I'm going to give a nice generous coat in the middle there, because that's where the emblem is. And then rub that over.
Glyn said, so you're not admitting you feel guilty for not Yorkshire gritting? Lol.
Every time, Glenn, every time. I'll go home tonight and I'll cry.
Home? You are home, you idiot.
Oh, yeah.
You go into the house when you're allowed.
And cry. Because I've had to come in. So I'm going to give that a really good rub in them grooves. Because I want that really well in that texture and bit.
Dennis from Woodland said, boy, these Sunday lunchtime turn and live is more like Sunday 5 a.m. turn and live. What boring.
Right, so all we've got to do really is buff it up. Yeah, it's breakfast time for Doug, isn't it?
Doug put from Pole Barn, he put 8 a.m.
Yes. Right, give us a buff then.
Darren put a man's workshop is his castle anyhow.
Yeah, it is. You're right there.
Douglas put hashtag more paint for Nikki's walls.
So again, I'm not going to put any finishing on this because I'm gonna give it a coat of clear coat over the top of it.
Right, Doug from Pole Barn said he's got to leave soon. It's Sunday, go shoot clays with Dad Day. Don't blame you, mate. Have a good day, Doug.
Does he have to remind me every single week?
Ben said that looks amazing, Steve.
Who said that?
Ben.
Thank you, Ben. Well, there you go. Obviously, where this hasn't been burnt, this is the difference between. Let me get this on a camera where we can see. Who was the gentleman asking the difference whether you could do it early? He was asking if you could do it without burning it. Was it Ben?
Can't remember that, yeah.
So this is the difference without burning it. This is just obviously with a colour, and as you can see, and I'll try and get it without getting loads of. As you can see, the gold is sitting in the remainder of the grain or the soft grain. Now, when you texture, when you burn it, you're taking out all the soft grain and you're giving it a texture. I don't know if I can get that so you can see the texture on there. I don't know if you can see that, but this is all textured where the soft grain has been burnt out and we've cleaned out, and the gill cream is filling the soft grain. So the gill cream is filling the hollows of the grain. So that's the difference between burning and non-burning, really. Obviously, you've still got some gold in that grain. If this was ash, it'd be a lot more gold in the grain because ash has got quite a loose grain on it. But being beech, this is it's quite a tight knit grain, so you only got small traces of the gold around the edge and around the middle. But
Yeah, it was Ben asking.
yeah. So anyway, that's the difference between burning and non-burning. Again, you still got the effect, but not as strong, obviously, as that. So anyway, guys,
Darren says, very nice. Effect looks very
that's
good. Amy said, looks amazing, Steve. I like both sides equally. Ian Leonard said, looks good. John S. said, great work. Colin from Wood Wizardry said, love it.
So there we go. A little bit of texture around the top. Perhaps a little bit better if we did that in black.
Ben said, thanks for the info. Going to try it. Wooden said, looks great, Steve. Glyn said, great live, Steve.
Thanks,
No pun about Yorkshire grit. And Dr. Bob said, check your Facebook messages, please, when you finish.
Okay, thank you very much.
Glyn put mutter, grumble, mutter. Douglas Mungan put Steve, great. Wayne Bigfoot said, looks great, pal.
Thank you
Robert
very
Goldman,
much.
real nice work, Steve.
Thank
Amy,
you.
Rubber Dub said, looks great, Steve. Colin from Wood Wizardry said, ta-ta for now, all texture and tool on my birthday list.
Yeah, Colin, before you order one, there's two different types of texture and tool. Both Robert Sorby. There's this one, which is I think they call it the mini texturing tool, which comes with two heads. You get don't know if you can see that very well, can you? You get this one, which is a fine tooth, and that one, which is a coarse tooth. This is the one I use the most, but they also do this one as well, this big boy. To be honest, I've only used this a couple of times because this is very coarse and it can destroy your wood very easily. So if I was you, mate, perhaps it's totally your choice, but if I was you, I'd go for this one. It's I think I'm sure they call it the mini texturing tool. That's the one I use the most, and it's like I say, it's small, compact, and you get the 2 wheels with it. So
You got a lot of good comments on here saying how good it is.
thank you guys, very much appreciated.
Dale just asked if he can plug his live. I said, yeah.
Yeah, of course he can. I've
Go
told him he can.
for it.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, so nice comments, people saying how it looks nice. And
Thank you very much. Just a quick.
Douglas Mungham said, Steve, how do you use it?
How do you use? Oh yeah, sorry. Yes. Let me just get a blank, and I will show you how to use it.
Colin from Wood Wizardry said, thank you for the advice, mate.
You're more than welcome, mate. Anytime. Right. So this is a blank I had left from prepping yesterday, so we'll just play about on this. So as I just said to Colin, there's 2 different texturing tools. There's this big bad boy. You can buy other heads for this, but this is how I bought it. Obviously, depending on how you turn it, depending on the pattern you get, it does come with instructions. It's just a case of playing with it. To be perfectly honest, I haven't really played a lot with this one. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how I use the small one, but they're both used virtually the same way. With the mini one, you've got rest in bed that you need to rest obviously on your stock or tool rest, and this is adjustable, so you can move this. So depending on where you have it, depending on where you have it, depending on what pattern you're going to get. So there is notches on here. Don't know if you can see that, can you? There's notches on here, and then also on the bar there's a line that you can sort of line up with those to give you different definitions. So what I do is I set my lathe at about 500 RPM, and then depending on how hard and how quick you move it, depending on the pattern you get. So what I'll do is I've got it on the far notch. So obviously as well, when you're turning it, obviously there's more speed on the further you go out, there's more radius speed on the outside than what there is on the middle. So you're going to get a tighter knit. It's going to go tight to like this. It's going to go really tight in the middle and then spiral out, so there's more movement on the back edge, because obviously the outer edge is spinning quicker than the inner edge. So if I put exactly the same movement on the middle and exactly the same movement on the outer edge, you'll see the difference. Whoops, too far away.
Not a good start.
So there's one. It helps if the bit of wood was flat, really. No, let me just turn the edge off of that, because that's not very good showing you like that. Right, let's try again. Now we've got a flat surface to go to. Right, so 500. Oh dear, what's going on here? Perhaps I won't show you. Oh man, I've dropped the thumb screw. I can't find it. Oh. Nick, I might need your eyes. Hang on, guys. I've dropped the thumb screw for this and I can't find it now.
And you got a metal thing?
No, because it's brass. It won't help.
No.
All right, let's try on the big one. I'll show you on the big one. It's exactly the same, just obviously different processes. But you... Right, I dropped the thumb screw, so I can't show. Anyway, so this is basically exactly the same, but with this you rotate it rather than... So, small angle in there. And then we're going to move it out. And you'll see the difference in the spacing. So there you've got quite a loose fit, and on that obviously the spacing's right. So if you was going from centre to out, it would give you, holding it at about 22-degree angle and just bringing it out, it would give you a spiral effect like that. But obviously this is quite coarse, so then obviously you go in like that. So if you was to go the other way, it obviously would give you a texture the other way as well. So you can crisscross it if you want to. So like that, look. So you've got a texture going the other way. So if you wanted to put a crisscross band on, you could do that. So there's loads of different things you can do with it. If you just want to put some really shallow lines in, so it's all about how you hold the tool, but don't go too fast. You only want to be going about 500 RPM. You don't need to be going majorly quick. So I hope that helps. Like I say, it's all about trial and error. You do get instructions with it.
Rubber Dub said, "Ha, I have that tool and never noticed the notches." Amy said, "This is mesmerising." Darren said, "Hypnotising. You're getting sleepy, long."
So yeah, that's the way to do it. But like I say, you do get instructions with them, and it does tell you all the different techniques and all the different ways you can use it. And it also there is I believe there's a demo on Robert Sorby on there, or Robert Sorsby, or whatever you call it, Sorby. Gonna get on to me now, to explain how to use the tool. So you can get some really nice effects on it. You mean like that one we had around there, just a straight line. The one we did on the other day on the chalice, on the shaft of the chalice. Let me just wipe the dust off. It's a bit dusty. Obviously, it looks like a thread for a screw on the shaft there. Again, just a basic pattern on the edge there, and then on the bowl or the platter, sorry, we did just a basic standard pattern similar to what we've done on this one, but just a little bit longer. So there's loads and loads of scope that you can do with the pattern or texturing tool. It's just a case of learning how to use it, really. I'm only learning with it. If you want to watch someone who does loads of different patterns with the texturing tool, pop over and watch Martin's live, or watch some of Martin's lives, or demo, should I say. He really shows you how to use the texturing tool a lot better than I can show you, because obviously he's got a lot more experience than me. So anyway, I hope that helps. I just wish I would have shown you on the other one when I hadn't dropped the thumb screw, but I'll find it when I'm clearing up. So is there any questions for anybody before we go? Hope everybody's all right with this. Hope they've enjoyed it. Hope you've had a good time. There won't be, or as far as I know, there won't be a live on Thursday this week. But if anything changes, then I will let you know. But if I get a chance to pop on one evening, then I'll send a link out for it, and hopefully you guys can pop in and say hello.
Don't forget Dale's link as well.
Yes. So let's see if I can find Dale's channel link.
He's put it on.
Has he? Oh yeah, there. Yeah, so don't forget to pop over and check out Dale from Maple Tree today. He's on at 4 o'clock. He's carrying on from yesterday, I believe.
There's a hell of a shine off that light on your forehead.
Mr. Sheen, shines in seconds. Yeah,
sorry.
Dale's. Hang on.
Putting you off now. He's put it on again. Look.
Is that better? Dale's doing a carry on from his piece yesterday. I believe he's turned into a light box or something, so that looks really interesting. So don't forget to go over and check over Dale. And if you haven't subscribed to Dale, then make sure you do when you're over there, because he's so close to the 1,000 subs.
Douglas Munger wants to know how long you've been turning.
How long have I been
turning me crazy for 30 odd years, but
I've been turning now. I'd say I was turning for about 4 or 5 months before I started YouTube. So maybe just under 2.5 years. So still a long way to go to learn. Still a long, long way to go.
Mark said Stuart Farini's on today as well.
Yeah, 5 o'clock, I believe, is he not, Mark?
Dale's on at 4 o'clock.
Yep.
Leaping Lima Craftworks.
Yes, Dale's on at 4. Right then, guys. So if there's no more questions, we will kill it.
Thanks, everybody. Bye.
Yeah, thanks everybody for coming over. Thanks everybody for being patient with the issues we had. So I appreciate that, and hope you've enjoyed. And hopefully catch you in the week. Like I say, no live Thursday as far as I know, but things changed, and I'll stick up a link and hopefully see you guys in the chat. So hey guys, have a great day. Take care. Speak to you soon, and bye for now.
Bye.
That's all, folks.